Hello everyone and welcome back to another S-Series. Back in Splatoon 1, after a few events in Splatoon 3, we're playing through Rainmaker again. Now we're going to be using the Tri-Saucer Nouveau. I have a little bit of reservations about using this because it does like some range and I'm more used to a mid-ranged weapon, especially because of these chargers that are very common in Splatoon 1. But I think it's a good short-range AoE option. It's very quick, deals decently very high damage actually. Not just decent, and can deal it pretty quickly, so it doesn't have the worst DPS in the world. I think we're gonna wait over here right now. Now we might actually change to Splatoon 3 at some point. The lobbies have not been being very generous with games. It's been taking like 30 minutes to wait for a game. And then half the time when we finally do get a game, it has a disconnect. So hopefully we get some smooth games here. If we do, I'll be very happy. Right now, we're just trying to hold mid here. I probably need to make an aggressive play. Okay, yeah, we'll take the trade there. I'm fine with that. We really need to try and grab the Rainmaker and get it to up on those pedestals. We've been marked here, so we want to kind of just try and hide. Again, that charger can see us, so we want to make sure we're not poking his sight lines. Okay, did not actually expect that to drop. And since we're still learning here, this is more of a casual experience. This isn't anything I can really teach with, because I'm not even a great teacher, so don't use me as your teaching experiences. The only thing I really want you to learn from is my mistakes and how I played the game, even if incorrectly, so you know what not to do in certain situations. This is more of an experienced teacher and me learning, and hopefully some others picking it up while I play. We're gonna actually back down here. I'm gonna try and stay hidden. Alright, we'll trade with the Tri-Saucer. That's fine. That gets some of their aggression off. We're down to 47, which is nice. They should be able to stop that pretty easily over there. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the harder maps to knock out on, considering the fact that the pedestal is on top of a spinner. There we go. You're dead. Alright, there's a Zuka. I'm just gonna throw that Seeker out. If it does something, that's great. Alright, we've got it back to mid here after a little scuffle. Nothing really interesting is happening. We're just kind of dying, but we're also getting some trades. Hopefully some more things will happen here. I'm still trying to stay out of those charger's sight lines. But our Seekers are an interesting sub-weapon. They are not the best for mobility. I'm very surprised that I didn't get the kill there, but that was my bad for turning away. But they're supposed to be used similar to a curling bomb in the later games where you use the trail and swim behind it, and they are a little bit better in that regard because the Seeker actually makes ripples, making it easier to hide if you don't have Ninja Squid. However, Seekers also completely disable sub-strafing. I'm gonna actually try and show this here until I die to the Tinatech. We're gonna try and get it and actually stay alive. Splatoon 1 is very special and it feels like you instantly die all the time. This is why skills like quick respawn are very popular, because it makes those instant deaths not feel as bad. I'm just gonna kind of spam Seekers here and make sure they can't reach us. But yeah, not being able to substrafe like here, you see how long I can actually go, and I'm just mashing ZL here. I kind of forfeited my life there, but I'm fine showing off as an example. It's very slow and you can't really do too much comfortably with it. Hopefully we don't lose here. Okay, there we go. Our teammates got the win on that. Decent first match. Not really much happened there. I'm just trying to explain how the weapon works because, I mean, we really didn't have an engaging match. We got pretty close to losing the lead there, but it didn't really actually happen. So I'll see you in the next game. All right, game number 2. We certainly have an interesting team. 2 E-leaders and 2 Tri-Saucer Nouveaux. So we're going to be lacking a mid-range kind of support option. And I'm very wary of where this E-leader is going to be lurking. I'm going to try and help take out some of these shorter range fellas. Unfortunately, I did just kind of run into the Tri-Saucer there. I was trying not to do that, and I just kind of ended up doing it anyway. You're seeing here that I'm just not comfortable with this game. I'm a lot more comfortable with the newer games just because I've played them a lot more. And there's quite a bit of quirks with Splatoon 1. You can see we're just kind of letting these people get by. I'm trying to stay undercover here. There we go. I don't know where their E-leader's at, so I'm gonna try and stay back. Okay, well, there's their splatter shot, probably from stealth jump or something like that. Hopefully we can get this back to mid and we can actually start making a push off of it. We have to get some kills before we can do anything though. All right, there's the Dynamo. I'm fine trading there. I think it is a little bit of a laggy trade, but oh well, it's fine so long as we can do something. We are kind of pushed back here. Again, we're going to be a very defensive team, and we kind of just lost defense at the beginning, so we don't really have a big strength here. Okay, get sniped out of the air. Was kind of expecting that, but I had to try and go for the kill at the very least. If we can disable their back line, hopefully it'll be easier to disable some of their front line, but I think our team is just way too unbalanced. It's unfortunate, but just kind of a thing you have to deal with in Splatoon. Alright, you're dead. I'm probably going to die to Mr. Dynamo here if I'm not careful. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pop Echo. Good job. Try and help my other Tri-Slosher friend take out that guy. And since we do have them marked, I'm going to go ahead and try and just go under the sledge here. Unfortunately, they do kind of just get our Rainmaker carrier. Not really sure what happened there, but I am going to die to the Rainmaker shield. Was just too close to it. And since we don't really have any great painting weapons, Tri-Slosher can paint okay, but we'd rather have a shooter or something that could flexibly paint. Now we kind of just have to sit here until Echo Locator goes away. We love that the Chargers get the thing that can spot people. It is a very synergistic special for the weapon, but it is also very annoying, and I just kind of fumbled around in that ink for too long. Normally, you would run ink resistance in one of the later games, but since it is only a main ability on the shoes, you can't really do that now. I'm going to try and get this splatter shot here. There we go. There is no real flank routes around here, so I'm probably dead here. Alright, trying to recover. He had a teammate, and I died to him because a little bit of lag, I guess. Just gonna constantly be getting shredded by that 10 attack. I know I'm complaining a lot, just a little bit too much probably too, so we'll try and dial that back a little bit. Alright, trying to figure out where I want to go here. I don't want to get just instantly shredded by something. We'll go ahead and throw out our Echo Locator here. Alright, got this guy. I have no ink, but I can get him. There we go. Gonna try and move around quickly. They're throwing some burst bombs. I think either that or a suction bomb was thrown at the Rainmaker shield. I'm gonna have to try and get this guy. Alright, at the very least, he's damaged. Hopefully our Tri-Slosher can finish. He won't. I actually believe our Tri-Slosher grabbed the Rainmaker. That's not great. It's not gonna end well for him. Yeah, I think we just got the bad luck of the draw with the weapon matchmaking. Try and move around quickly. Okay, we took out their shot. Let's try and move around. I've got a heal here. Okay, just kind of ran into the Rainmaker shot. It's a very strong weapon in this game. It just kind of mimics Inkzuka, having that very strong, powerful shot. You do have to charge it, though. That's why they kind of toned it back in 2. It's a very easy to camp weapon, as you can see over there. And since we don't have a very mobile weapon, at the very least something that can move around effectively, it's going to be difficult for us to actually reach that spot. Try and take out this Charger here. No idea where he went. He's just kind of disappearing. And I believe what happened here, I think we grabbed the Rainmaker at the end, but we didn't win. Yeah, we didn't win at all. I'm not sure what happened. It looked like we had the Rainmaker at the end, but I guess it didn't go into overtime fast enough. Oh well, I'll see you in the next game. Alright, a match where we should have a little bit more freedom. No Chargers lurking around. We have 2 rollers, a Carbon and a Dynamo, and I don't remember what our other friend is. I believe a range blast. No, 10 attack splatter shot. That's what it is. We can at least check our team on the map, which is nice. Try and get this pop really quickly. I'm going to check for some lurkers. Yes. Come on, get the other one. He's got to be lurking around here somewhere. Okay, I've got to recover. There we go. Good job, friend. I'm going to go ahead and just grab this fella and head on this way. Just gonna try and support my friend with some cover fire. That's kind of how this weapon plays, is just the being able to shoot. Oh no, if we had that painted, that would have been nice. I think we would have still died to the range blaster, but we're down to 8. That's pretty nice here. Now there is a pretty interesting stalling spot here over where this little beacon is. If you see where that is at, I'm gonna back up. I see the Tri-Strike, or not the Tri-Strike. I keep thinking of Splatoon 3 names. But that's a stalling spot where if you really want to stall it there, you can, but you have to really defend it since it is right in your base. I'm going to get that guy. I can kind of just shower down here, and that's what I'm going to try and do. Let's not let them kill us. Come on, get the kill. Good. Seems like there's less lag in the match, which I always love. And I'm not just constantly trading with people. We're going to jump back up here and just kind of start camping. I'm not the biggest fan of this playstyle, I'll be honest, but it does work. We can kind of just sit up here and camp with our Seekers and make it very hard for them to push forward. He's down to 9 on his timer, so he's going to have to really do something if he wants to advance. Okay, there we go. 2 and 1. Now he's dead. I'm going to go ahead and throw out our echo locator here. Alright, we're going to try and make sure this doesn't pop. There we go. He should at the very least be close to death. Come on. Follow the route. Oh, come on. He's so close to death. Okay, thank you, friend. He was just healing off those hits so fast. There we go. Got the kill on the Rainmaker carrier. We're gonna look for a spot where we can just kind of take the vantage point again. I think this will be a good one. Remember, we want to be at a spot where we're not just being blindsided by people. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Hopefully this guy gets greedy and pushes. He can also climb up here, which I'm gonna cover with my sloshes. Alright, let's try and not die. I'm gonna try and recover here. They've got the Rainmaker again. We really want to try and be aggressive, I think. Alright, don't die to the splash. Nope. Not gonna let you do it. Alright, very good. I'm gonna actually back up over here. I see the dual sculpture climbing, so I'm gonna try and catch him on the way up. I'll actually try and throw a Seeker out here once I kill this Inzap, of course. Alright, let's throw a Seeker out, please. Thank you. I believe you can't throw 2 of those out at a time, even if you had nothing for them. Let's try and just cover this ledge here. There we go, good. Got Echo Locator too. I'm gonna throw that out, hopefully get someone with it. Just keep throwing them out. I don't think I can fight at that range, so I'm gonna just back up, make sure I don't get killed. Staying alive here is important because we are just kind of defending the Rainmaker. Thank you, friend. I can cover any jumps jumping in here. I can just kind of keep throwing out slushes. There is still a guy there. He's not taking damage. No, he's dead. I wouldn't even bother pushing this here, but I will help the Rainmaker if he wants to push. Hold on. Want to see what this guy's planning. Hopefully no echolocator. Alright, we're gonna move this way. There's a shooter behind me. I have to make sure we don't get blindsided by that. Where is this guy going? He's going in an interesting direction. I'm gonna try and just keep an eye on him from range. Hopefully we don't die to the Rainmaker shot. Good job, friends. I'm gonna keep an eye on the right side of the map too, make sure no one is lurking. I see the beacon down here. There we go, he's dead, good. We'll go ahead and just climb up here. I don't believe, yeah, the Rainmaker isn't over here. It's gonna be a little bit further down, but I can kind of just shark and make sure no one can grab it. They have 15 seconds left, so all we have to do is just kind of defend it. All right, there we go, we killed him. I don't know if I'll get the pop in time. They certainly can, but they have to pretty much push all the way to a knockout, which they didn't even grab the Rainmaker at the end there, so there's another win. All right, well, hopefully will be our final match. No chargers once again, and we did pretty well last time since there were no chargers. I'll really have to try and learn how to fight them, but since we get very few matches anyways, it's definitely hard to train against them because it's not consistent how often I see them. Either way, for this match, we're already kind of off to a draw. I'm gonna try and fight this guy. Hopefully he doesn't pull out like a Zuka or something. There's a Kraken. Okay, just get away. Get away. Never mind, we're not gonna get away. Gonna give a booyah so they know that I died there. Hopefully they register that as a death, since there's no ouch or anything like that whenever we die to warn our teammates. Alright, this guy's gonna try and do something funny. Hopefully I can move and strafe fast enough. Alright, take out that guy. Unfortunately he died to a burst bomb. Burst bombs feel like they do a lot of damage on this game. I think they do the same damage as they did in the older, or the newer games, not the older games. We're acting like this is a brand new game. It is to me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, maybe try and go for a flank here. This is a weird flank, you have to use the spinner for it, but this is a pretty simple one. Alright, we'll go around this way. Hopefully we can take lead off this. I'm gonna actually try and shark. There we go, good. Try and recover. I'm gonna give out my echolocator. Okay, we'll die to the carbon. Didn't realize it was a carbon. If I did, I would have just backed off and tried to fight it from range. Not gonna bother jumping in here. I think I want to go for another flank. Flanking is definitely your best idea on these Splatoon 1 maps because there are a lot more routes open to just being able to do different things. Granted, they're still somewhat closed off depending on what mode you're in. I literally see a Kraken fly by my face, but okay. Alright, they saw me, so I'm gonna just run away. I don't want to die to the Rainmaker pop. We are down to 47, so all we have to do is defend like we did at the start. So hopefully we can do that. I'm just gonna throw out more Seekers. Okay, died to the Rainmaker shot. Didn't think it was charged up enough to be that big, but that was my bad. Just kind of have to get used to how long it actually takes to charge. Our teammates are doing a pretty good job of carrying me, so I thank them for that. But I'm not even going to bother going down there again. We see how that ends up most of the time. So we'll try and follow this route. Alright, we've got 2 people down here. I'm going to try and catch them. Stay away from the Kraken. Good job, friend. Good job. Alright, there's this guy over here. It's a Luna Blaster. I very easily take him out because he's very low on health. Gonna try and not give away my position. If I can just kind of snipe with Seekers, that would be great. Okay, yeah, nothing's really happening here. We've got 2 minutes left, so as long as we can just hold this position, we'll be fine. There's the Luna. You're gonna try and cut off his escape route, get him killed. There's a Sprinkler, interestingly enough, over here. Gonna try and see where that came from. They probably just threw it down if I can find out. Okay, I'm out of ink. Okay, we die to the carbon. Surprisingly, it has similar range to a Tri-Slosher. Haven't really been able to test it out. I'm sure it is shorter ranged, but we're just kind of going off on a tangent here. Alright, stay alive. As long as we do that, we're fine. I'm gonna continue to snipe. Just stay alive here. There we go, you're dead. Gonna try and figure out where everyone's at. Throw out that Seeker. If I can get a free kill with it, that's nice. It is a one-shot. They're down to 83 now, and they will be able to continue pushing points if they grab that Rainmaker, so we need to get in a position to stop them. That's a bomb. I couldn't substrafe there to get away. I would have if I was able to. Hopefully they'll stop that. I need to get in a position where I'm not just immediately killed, because that seems to be a very common theme. Need to help with the Rainmaker pop. Back him away. He has to respect my range because he doesn't outrange me and he can't especially attack me on the ledge there. Okay, I don't like that our friend did that. That puts us in a very bad spot if they do actually grab the Rainmaker. Hopefully our friend can get that pushed forward and away from a bad spot. I'm fine trading there, but I don't actually trade, thankfully. Stay alive. I'm gonna actually try and just keep our base cleaned up here. They can push that, so we're gonna try and make sure they can't. Alright, there we go. That's a kill. That's good. They are firing off a Zuka, so we're gonna hide behind the wall. Even if they get the pop here, I can just continue doing this. Of course, we got blindsided by the carbon, but I think it's fine. They weren't actually able to grab it in time before the timer went off, so we did take our final win. Alright, so there we go. There's another S-Series. I'm not the biggest fan of Tri-Slosher in this game. I think it definitely works a lot better with a burst bomb, and it just doesn't have one in this game. They give it to regular Slosher instead. I definitely like the main weapon a lot, and Echolocator works pretty well with it. It does give away its position when you use it, so that can be a little dangerous, but if you're in a firefight anyway, you can just go ahead and pop it and figure out if anyone's sharking beside you. Of course, as usual, we have quick respawn because I'm too lazy to change or get anything else, but it does work well with a Slayer weapon like this. I'm not too good with playing roles regularly in Splatoon 3, and whenever I get thrown into a situation where I'm not even used to the mechanics of the game in general, I'm just pretty bad at making mention of roles and taking note of where I need to be at. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even subscribing. Until next time, bye.